I'm a warrior of the wild. See the fire in my eyes. The ember leaves you terrified. And I'm guided by the light. Every time you knock me down, I will turn it back around. Forged by the revolution.
Someone holding and going on the foldings.
All right, if you're keeping up and you're keeping score, this is week 9 of Mossy Oaks Turkey Season 2026. If you've been going right along, you know we've had some great content, got a lot more coming up. So sit back. Again, this is our gift to you, week 9 Mossy Oaks Turkey Season 2026. That was fun.
Congratulations.
That was awesome.
That was.
A big old gobbler coming in as hot as he could.
Just a gorgeous hunt here this morning.
We're leaving the scene of the crime and we're walking somewhere that way back to our hotel. All right, turkey season 26 rolling on, kind of. Myself and Wade are out west, and then the unthinkable happened. You're going to see that in this particular episode, as well as some more calling and hunting tips from myself and Paul Butsky.
Win 20 grand worth of amazing hunting gear just for hitting like and subscribe. Drury Outdoors Year of Gear gives you the chance to win all of this from Matthews Archery, Tracker Off-Road, Leupold Optics, Bass Pro Shops, Victory Arrows, Stealth Cameras, Dialed, Deercast, and Muddy Outdoors. So like this video and get subscribed now for your chance to win.
Well, here's the first. Wade's getting video at the Love's gas station of our truck being stolen. We got up this morning at Bird's Rooster last night, which that footage is gone, no way to prove that. We came in to grab coffee, something to eat, walk out, our truck's gone. There's police all over looking for it. Maybe we'll get lucky and find it, but this is not a good feeling. What do you think, Wade?
I'm sick. I don't know what to think. Never would have dreamt that that would have happened. There's crazy people out there.
For what it's worth, it's a beautiful morning. I'm sure they're gobbling well. We're crossing the interstate, head back to town. That's a sad turkey hunter there. 2 sad turkey hunters. Wow. Wow. So here we are, 2 guys out west on a 9-day trip without anything to our names. Luckily, we had a really good friend, and he came and picked us up, and we headed to Bass Pro. Where are we at, Wade?
We're at Bass Pro. Time to get our gear list back in order.
Here we go. To the shotgun counter first. Wade and I knew we were going to do our best to try and produce this particular episode with a cell phone, this one, and a GoPro. We'll see how we do. Check that out, our luck's turning a little bit. AV&X is coming out with some new vests for next year, and they sent prototypes out here for us to test because we just got them in. So, lost a vest this morning, already got a new vest. I guess one of the perks of doing what we do, once in a while we get opportunities like this, and we will put this to good use. I don't have any gear to put in that vest, but I'll at least have a seat and a backrest, and I'll be able to give some feedback on the vest. Pretty nice little piece. You got a new toy there, Wade.
That's all we got, our cell phones and a GoPro. Got a new shotgun, nice new shotgun. Avian HDR hen, and
luckily the vest showed today. Yep. I said lost the vest, gained the vest same day. Never did that for in my life.
Ridge Runner X, beautiful vest. Excited to put it to work.
And we stopped at Best Buy and bought a GoPro. So we're gonna answer the question we get all the time: what do you need to go kill a turkey? and film it. Well, we're gonna do it on the bare minimum. This is an iPhone 13. That is a GoPro 13, right? Hero Black.
Yeah. I don't know if this 1313 thing is good luck.
Yeah, right. But that's what we got. Yep. And we got Longbeard XR. So we're gonna go shoot the gun, make sure it's on, and turkey hunt yet today. What hour are we at? That happened at 4:30, and right now it's
1 o'clock. So.
1 o'clock. So that's how long it took to drive an hour over to Billings, an hour back, rent a new vehicle, police report, met with the police, met with the rental company a few times, went and shopped at Bass Pro. Yeah. I mean, we've been all over the place, and we're just now where we were at 4:30 walking out of the room. Let's go. The other piece of gear so basically you see the list of gear we can't live without. Luckily I had my mouth calls. BX1, 10x42, Leopold's, 150 bucks at Bass Pro. They look amazing. That's the necessities.
I think we can kill a turkey now.
I know we can.
I'm basically an artist.
We're gonna let Mark shoot first.
Got you a nice looking turkey drawn up there, mister.
Not bad, brother. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I remember when I was a kid.
That's your turkey?
This is the way I always used to do it, like this. All right, we're gonna take our first shot and see how we do here.
Fresh out of the box. That's
fresh out of the box.
It's a little to the right,
but the height is perfect.
Well, head on.
Yeah.
Like dead on. Good shot, Wade.
Thank you.
We roosted a couple birds last night. We're back in here with them this morning. We're getting ready to set up. But they're within 200 yards of right here, right on the edge of this meadow. So we're gonna sneak up this cut bank. See if we can't pull them up through here. It should be pretty if we can get it going. All right, we're right on the edge of this opening. I'm gonna ease this hand right up to the top. This is pretty good. Good job, buddy. That was fun. That'll turn our trip around. It turned it around. We don't have our first rental truck, but we got our second one, and we got a turkey. Nice work. Oh my.
Beautiful turkey.
And that Winchester did a number on it with those Longbeard XRs.
Beautiful.
Thanks to our friends at Bass Pro yesterday. We got hooked up with a Winchester XP, Longbeard XR, and that was the recipe that we needed this morning. Awesome. Here we are on the third day of our trip. We arrived 2 days ago, and of course by now you've seen everything that occurred yesterday, and for everything that's happened, we got smiles on our faces right now, I can tell you that. Awesome. Woo! Up to bat. We got
We gotta get up on their level. Yeah, probably. Give us the best vantage point. Where'd they go? There he is. Going to the right up here on top. I'm on him. Yep. My God, we outdid them and they came. Oh man, that was awesome right there. Awesome. Use this little rock outcropping. He was coming to look in this valley. That's 2 down. Man, that was fun right there. Awesome, dude. 2 down, mister. Oh man, what a morning it's been. Sun's just popping up through the pines. Second turkey down. And man, it's been fun. Beautiful stuff here out west.
With a cell phone and a GoPro.
Nice work, man. Another beautiful Merriam.
Beautiful.
Better spirits from all the debacle yesterday, but nonetheless, just a beautiful morning here out west.
A lot of people ask me, what is cutting? What is a cutting of a hen turkey? And cutting is a sound that it's kind of a real broken rhythm. It's kind of like sharp yelps and clucks built into one. And it's a real aggressive call. I do it on a diaphragm mouth call a lot. It sounds like this. I'm going to do this on the spur. And I use it a lot in a hunting situation because it really fires up that gobbler. You know, that gets that gobbler really fired up and he comes in to investigate what's going on. But also, it's a very aggressive call to a hen. You know, hens are very territorial in the spring of the year. Certain hens that want to be bred first, and you know, they get real aggressive. They kind of establish a pecking order just like gobblers do. And if you can get a dominant hen that's out there with about, you know, 6 or 7 hens and 2 or 3 gobblers, and you get that one dominant hen cutting back at you, then it's a non-stop scenario. You just keep it going, and she's going to come in and investigate what's going on. That gobbler, even if he's not paying any attention to you, he's going to follow that hen along. So it's a very, very aggressive call, and it works really well. You notice there's nothing rhythmatic about it at all. It's just very high, low pitch, real aggressive, sharp cuts, and that's what the name cutting came from.
We're getting ready to go in and hunt for the first time. We bought our tags. We'll see if we can't get on some birds. But we still got a GoPro, still got a cell phone, and me and Wade are still hopping around out here out west. See if we can make it happen. It'll be fun. So we're lucky enough. I met Dustin through Bo Brooks, probably in, was that 2019? Up in Oregon. We were out there with Bruce at Blue Pole, and Dustin was nice enough when he learned through Bo that I was looking for a place to hunt out here to invite me. Well, come to find out, it's actually Sierra's grandparents' property that we're on. So we appreciate you guys having us out. We're excited to hunt with y'all. We're gonna have a blast, I can tell you that. They're both tagged out, otherwise they'd be up to bat. So lucky me, I get to shoot first.
Someone wants to hunt.
Somebody wants to hunt. It's early afternoon. They've been wet all day. So I'm trying to crank on them a little bit to get them going. Center. That was fun.
Congratulations.
That was awesome.
That was.
How about that, man? Woo! Oh, how about that, Jerry? Thank you so much. Thank you. That was fun. I'm talking a blast. And what a show.
What a goal. They were strutting in good, weren't they?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah,
I knew when I heard them right there, those birds up there, I was like, oh, they're coming.
They're coming. Yeah, these were making tracks, you know, and they stopped right there like they wouldn't finish, but they were already within range, you know. So we went in, made a shot, and put him down. Fun stuff.
Yeah, congrats. That was awesome.
Woo!
Awesome. Nice
That was
job,
worth the long drive over, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Didn't take
Fun,
very
fun.
long.
No, it didn't take long at all. That was a blast.
Awesome.
All right. The cell phone and GoPro streak continues. Fun stuff. Wade's up to bat. Let's see if we can find another one yet this evening or perhaps in the morning. But we are having a blast out here. I can't tell you how much fun this is and how much I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Well, did you hear? We just got out of the truck and there's some turkeys roosted not far. It's a little bit later start here this morning, but we wanted to get light. Let our phones have a little bit better quality of video for you.
Do you want to try these? Yeah, let's try. We could try these first on the backside. Yeah, I just pull them in here.
Well, we got about, sounds like 3 or 4 goblins just over the horizons in front of us. So we're hoping they work into this little bowl right here in front of us. Mark's gonna start calling and well, we've come about an hour and a half, 45 minutes north of where we were and where we killed our birds yesterday. But still got a couple tags left in our pocket and we got a bird. Out of the far end of this meadow, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. He's got a pretty good amount of hens with him, so we'll see what he'll do. went left. How was that? Man, that was fun. We worked this bird all the way across this meadow. He had 4 or 5 hens, and we just sat back here. We have the hen decoy right out here at a couple of yards, and man, he sucked right down this edge.
Awesome.
Whew. And just a great way to unwind from the Midwest and come out here to the mountains and these pines and enjoy the last few days of turkey season, and doing it with good friends. We're getting a lot of great stuff out here, and like I say, couldn't be happier to wrap out the season and wrap out this particular episode of turkey season.
All right, we did the best we could. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our cell phone and GoPro production, as well as more turkey hunting tips with Paul. We enjoyed doing those so much. What happened after that? Well, we eventually learned that they did indeed catch the person that had stolen the truck. And unfortunately, they did some damage to the truck, so that was not good. But he did go to jail, and we did not get our equipment back. All of it was gone. That's how it all ended. It was unfortunate, but we felt it was worth sharing. You know, we try to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there was some good with the turkey hunting, some bad, and some ugly with myself and Wade. But that wraps our 4 pep rally episodes. In the next episode, it's going to be myself, Wade Montgomery, Wade Robinson, down in the great state of Texas. That population has been a little bit low, but it's coming back, and the birds are ready to rock and roll.
Mossy Oak started in West Point, Mississippi just 25 years ago.
This is home. It's like Mayberry. Everybody knows everybody.
Oh, it's Mayberry, all right. Nobody gets in a hurry around here unless it's hunting season.
I've been cutting them boys' hair for 25 years, and I'm still cutting.
We got to charge old cuz double because his head's so big.
Those guys at Mossy Oaks, they know how to tear up a truck.
It always gets worse during hunting season.
Man, the turkeys are gobbling. You got any shit?
Unless things change, the more they stay the same. Got you covered, Barney. Let's go.
So we set up over here in this cut cornfield. Turkeys were out on the other side down over here. It's pretty windy, but I'm gonna crank it up and see if I can get them fired up coming our way. I heard a turkey gobble. Definitely a turkey gobble. He's coming. He's coming. Straight out. I see him. I see him. Oh yeah.
Wow. Whoa.
Too cool, man.
Man, what happened there?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was so
there,
cool.
man, I tell you,
Hey, like you said, that's why you put more than one shell in your gun.
Wow.
Right?
You know, I don't know, it's one of those deals. Maybe I just was looking at the turkey at the same time, but good God, there he is. It's a good Merriam beard, really.
Oh, nice. That is a dang good.
Hey, that's a good turkey. Look at good.
Oh, yeah.
Man, look at how sharp as a tack, these spurs.
Oh, yeah.
Good hooks.
Nice hooks.
Nice.
Big old bird. Look at that fan.
Nice. What a pretty turkey. Pretty Merriam. All right, buddy. Thanks.
That was awesome, brother.
Thank you.
We'll do it again.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Man, oh, man, that was awesome.
Turkeys are moving up to the right over here. The gobbler's still out there about 100 yards. Got another gobbler over here with about 5 or 6 hens. About 150 yards off this way. You can't really tell what he's doing. They're answering a call, but they're just kind of following those hens along. Is he coming our way? Yeah. Beeline. Get your gun.
What a bird. Well, thanks a lot, man. What a bird. Now, that's a Merriam. Look at that, baby.
That's the first Merriam I've ever seen.
What a hunt. What a hunt. This turkey come a long ways.
Oh, man. He did a long ways.
Good 3-4-year-old turkey right there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Awesome bird. That's what I love right there.
Oh,
look at the colors in that tail.
That thing's so pretty.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. You saw them from the top, to the top over here.
They're just right up this finger. They can't be 100 yards maybe.
If I can't get on that point.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. That'd be a great spot. Slink around there and get up there. I'll stay back here. Stay out of the way.
Get where you can see me and they want you to call.
Okay.
I think it's 3 longbeards and a jake and 4 hens, and they're moving this way. They're moving this way pretty quick, as a matter of fact. Here's the man's house. Here they come. Got those strutters moving to the front. That's the one right there.
If it's too windy to call, you crawl. Do something else, bro.
Nice, buddy.
I mean,
Nice.
you set this guy down. He was the biggest of the bunch.
Where?
Yeah,
more than one?
Three.
3 goblins?
And the Jake and 4 hens. And boy, I shot him a little further than I intended to, but.
A little impatient or what?
No, I was
Oh,
listening to Hunter. Kill him. I was like, that's about 40 yards, 45 yards. Really. That was, I mean, we didn't get a chance to hardly sit down. We crawled up on that point.
Oh, from where we saw him up there, you couldn't have been too far from him when you set up.
Well, at least we got 100%. That's what you do when the wind's blowing too hard to call.
Adapt and overcome.
That's right, you crawl.
Yeah, heck yeah. Well, that's awesome.
My first turkey with you.
That's about time you shot a turkey here.
I know I've been coming out here an even dozen years. Actually, it's the first turkey I've shot this year. I've had a great season taking people, just like you do. You take people all the time, but I'm gonna do my best to press this one out, get it froze, and get it back on.
Heck yeah.
My first turkey of the year.
Nice.
Nice is right. All right, let's go check in on the other pods.
Let's go see how they're doing.
Thanks.
Y'all re-pitch. There he goes. He's just pitched out. He's right up there in that field, right on top of the hill right there. If I get them hands to come off down that road, he should drag him right down the road. There he is. I see him. There he is. Stop there for just a second. Going to let him clear. He's standing right there by the other bird.
Couldn't have happened any better. All the hens just came right down the hill and he's dragging them right along with them.
I love these Miriams. They're so pretty. Man, oh man, oh man. It's a perfect turkey right there. Man, that feels good. I'm so thankful for this turkey.
Yeah, I figured right out through here.
She's got to be over there. Be a good place to slip up.
Right.
Wind's gonna help. Yeah, but if we get right up in there, we'll be able to see. He should be right up in there. Let's go right up there where we can see. Let's just get out there.
Yeah, I want you.
Let's get out there to that first seat.
I think we're sitting in a good spot for them. They fed through here this morning. They're coming this way.
Oh man, finally got one, boy. Whew, look at this turkey.
Man, that's a nice. Look at the colors in this thing, Brian.
And that right there is what I like. Look at
Me
that
too. Big old fan.
tips.
White tips on it. They do have big fans, don't they? I'm telling you. Boy, I am proud of this turkey. Boy, he's a pretty one. Got a pretty good beard for a man.
He was so close when he popped out. We couldn't see him for a long time because he came out and then he went back. When he went back, he started that little soft yep he did came right to you.
I tell you, I was scared to even yep at him.
The best part was the hen. I saw her going by us that
Right.
way. I said, we got it made now. I said, this is perfect.
Let's get this one back to the truck and get him tagged up, and heck, we'll go hunt a few more hours, just see what can happen.
Works for me.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pinhoti Project. We're mostly a turkey hunting series, and we're going to turkey hunt this morning. Last episode you guys watched was a tough luck day with Evie Reese, a little swing and a win miss. Tiffany took some days off work. She wanted to go turkey hunting. I was going to go up through Ohio, PA, and run all the way around to Minnesota. She didn't want to go to Ohio and PA, and I kind of didn't want to take her to Ohio and PA, and she'd never been in the Pacific Northwest and was jealous last year when I came out here, so we're in Washington. Roosted some turkeys yesterday evening, but you don't know that because this is the first time I've turned this camera on since I've been here. So we flew in yesterday and did a little riding around, owled, got some turkeys to gobble, and so now we're fixing to go try to make a move on these said turkeys. Supposed to rain at daylight. It was raining all day yesterday for the most part, except right there at dark. So anyway, let's say a quick prayer to bless the hunt, and let's get moving. Dear Heavenly Gracious Father, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for spring. Thank you for allowing us to travel and allowing us to get here safely. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've provided us, especially your Son, and who died on the cross for our sins and give us the opportunity to know that we have eternal life and can accompany you in the gates, through the gates of heaven. Dear Heavenly Father, please be with those that are at home. Please be with those that may be also traveling and fleshing out these last few weeks of turkey season here. And dear Lord, just be with us this morning. If you see fit, thank you for giving us a beautiful day. And if you see fit, thank you for a successful hunt. In Jesus' beautiful name we pray. Amen.
Some of the dirt is already on the ground.
it get away from me. All 5, I think it was all 5 longbeards, wasn't it?
It looked like it, and the other one that came in at the back with her name looked like a chick.
Hope it ain't the one I shot.
Huh?
Hope it ain't the one I shot. Because there was 4 longbeards for sure that came in first. And I had them right here. I could have killed the lead turkey. I could have killed all of them, honestly, but...
I thought you were going to take that turkey.
The first one?
Yeah, when he came up.
Yeah, but they were gobbling and showing out and whatever. I thought I'll just shoot one of the back ones. We'll see how close they're going to get. Then they got out there and they hit their mark at like, I don't know, 40 maybe? 38? I don't know if it's because they just hit their mark or if it's because them turkeys started flying down behind them. They were just kind of staged up right there. Now it's fine. I can kill them all day, any day. But they got bunched up. And I was like, I don't want to kill more than one. They got all bunched up there. And then it got to the point where I couldn't kill one of them because I was going to kill more than one. Then they got this little line of trees on me. Then I could have killed one over here to the left. And then anyway, finally one of them branched out to the right far enough. And we killed him. That was some gobbling, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Goodness gracious. That worked perfect. Perfect little hide. Big old, like a fell over tree right here. With a tree within it.
That was good.
You enjoy that?
Huh?
You enjoy that?
Yeah. Was that a hen that was yelping?
In the tree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That you're going back and forth. Well, that one I knew, but there was one that had to go deeper.
There was 2 hens for sure yelping back and forth. Okay. And yeah, there was definitely Jake caulking.
Okay, I was about to say, one sounded like deep, like the way you Jake called it. God, this is so pretty.
Isn't it? Look at the view out across there. Leaning against, look at the size of this tree.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, our pines and stuff at home can't touch this. Unreal.
This is Washington. Yeah, she just wants to tag along, she says.
I do. I like watching you enjoy yourself. I like you. I like seeing you out here.
Killing one, she's like, I might kill one.
But in this situation, I was like, oh, God, if we had 2 guns right now.
Good beard on him.
Huh?
A good beard on a Miriam turkey. Noticed that about several of them turkeys when they were standing out there.
Mm-hmm.
If that wasn't enough gobbling to get you ticker ticking, then you might need to take up fishing. You know what? Because that was a turkey hunt there. That was. Thank you, Lord. See, when you dig a little hole at it, like leans you back into the tree. Now look at our view right now.
I know.
How cool is that?
Is that where that trail goes up that they were talking about yesterday?
I don't know about the hiking trails in the area. I don't do a lot of hiking when I'm here. On the trails, anyway. See if we can spot us an elk up through there. That's tasty. Had no intentions of coming out west again this year. Well, other than Mexico. But I didn't want to drag you through Ohio and PA in the late season. It seems like it'd have been more trouble for me than
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was a slight at me.
It wasn't a slide at you, but it wasn't. It was more to do with sometimes the going gets tough when you go to those type places in the late season.
And?
Well, when the going gets tough, you gotta get tough.
That was a slight at me.
Well, I'm just saying, I might not be as pleasant when I have to go getting them tough.
You're not pleasant.
I'm pleasant all the time.
What'd you do this morning?
Pleasant.
I stepped 1 foot off course and got like on a little bit of gravel, and you turned around and you talked about some. You snapped.
I don't see how that's not common sense.
I was just enjoying the woods.
Yeah,
I was all a little
we were
wild.
walking past the turkeys. I knew there were turkeys roosted right there. Walking up a road, and it's covered in ponderosa. It's a thick pine straw down the edges of the road. So I'm walking on the pine straw edge. I mean, like a mouse. Couldn't hear nothing. Where she's right in the center of the tire track where the gravel is. And I'm like,
There was geese flying over, making all kinds of racket, cows mooing. It was not that loud. The way you.
I built my first wooden call in shop class back in 1978 or 79, a little wooden box call, and we copied a Lynch call that we had gotten out of Walmart or someplace back then. I don't even know if they sold them back then, but we copied a Lynch call, and I was so proud of that. And I still have that call today, and when I look at it, and boy, it was rough. It looks like we built it with a chainsaw and a 4-inch screws or something, but it looks terrible. But that, I can remember building that call like it was yesterday, and it kind of inspired me to keep building calls as I got older. So growing up in Thompsontown with Dee Dee and Bud and a lot of the other old-timers, even in Perry County that were close, the Rom brothers were right down the road from us, were another great inspiration. It really got me fired up into building calls, and I would see them at the local hardware stores cutting glass or buying file handles to build strikers, and I was intrigued that they could take a hunk of wood, build a call, and go out and kill a turkey, and that really intrigued me at a young age. And I was inspired also by my dad on the custom woodworking side of it, who taught me how to use wood, how to read wood, and I sort of blended the two together to create my custom call line. They started a category it was known for box calls. And my good friend Scott Bayshore, who's my partner in our turkey hunting operation, Scott had won a lot of the box call awards. Well, in the early 2000s, they developed a category for the friction calls, and they named it the Dee Dee Adams Award. Well, that really sparked my interest because Dee Dee was my neighbor. Dee Dee was kind of my inspiration to start building calls, and when the Turkey Federation started the Dee Dee Adams Award, that really sparked it in me to try and to get into the competition and try and build a call that could win that award. And I was fortunate enough to win it not once, but twice. With Scott as my inspiration, he was winning in the box call side. I got in on the pot call side and was able to win it. And from there on, it really lit the fire, and the rest is history, I guess they say. So for the Mr. Fox collection of calls that we're doing, I've decided to build a pot call, a slate call, and picked out some very special wood to me. I was inspired a lot by the boys, Daniel and Neil, how they really honor their grandfather and look up to their grandfather, and I think that's great. So I got some oak from my grandfather's farm and some black walnut, and we partnered that with some beautiful spalted hackberry. Made a slate call out of that. The outside pieces, which is a total of 5 pieces. The striker is 9 pieces before we start turning things down. great sounding call, great looking call, and one that I think Mr. Fox will be proud of.
That was awesome.
So JR had killed his turkey. And being it was closer to dark, we didn't really have much time to get out of there and go try to roost anything that night. So our plan was on this morning to get out there and kind of start blind.
Good morning. Day 2 here in Oklahoma. We were able to fill JR's tag last night, and this morning we're starting at a different spot that we just kind of drove through yesterday. Todd just kind of showed us where to, the gate, where to get in here, and just where the woods were and just how things laid. So the wind hasn't let up any. It's a little bit humid this morning, but I think we'll be fine now to gobble good. It's not going to be 100 degrees, so that's good, but we're going to get after him.
It's just barely breaking daylight as we're walking down to the woods to get to a spot to listen from to start. And as we're slipping down through the field, I just caught something. I didn't know if it was a deer or a coyote. I was thinking it was more of a coyote, but it took off running down the hill by this old corral into this little section of woods. And when it got into the woods, it triggered something that made all these gobblers sound off, and they are roosted right next to this corral. What we thought was 1 or 2 gobblers turned into a whole bunch of them. So it was pretty amazing, you know, it starts breaking daylight and turkeys are gobbling all above us. I mean, there's turkeys all over, so we couldn't move. And when they started flying down and dropping into this field right close to us, I mean, we were all kind of amazed at the amount of gobblers that there were. Like, it just had no idea. Once they'd hit the ground and JR had started calling to them, getting aggressive, fighting and whining and stuff, and man, it just turned them inside out. And then all of a sudden, this group of 4 longbeards, man, they just turn and come running at us.
Left or right? Just let him come. You want the one in the middle?
Yeah.
Get back over here.
No, not. Yeah. Wait. Yep.
That's probably the earliest I've ever killed a turkey. I mean, it's legal light, but it's dark. But we came and scouted this spot yesterday, and Todd told us that these gobblers tended to roost way down at the south end of this draw, and throughout the day work their way up here. And he said a good place to just start would just be come in here and listen at this corral here. Well, shoot, we got right here, right as it started breaking daylight, and a coyote or something spooked and ran right in here, and all these turkeys gobbled. I don't know how many. Oh, there's still gobblers over here. But like I said, can't thank Todd Rogers enough. It's been a few years since we've been out here to Western Oklahoma with Rut and Struck Guide Service, and Todd and Susan, they always treat us right. Now, unfortunately, we're done in Oklahoma, and now we got to go to JR's over in Missouri. We're really not looking forward to that.
So I got my gobbler down, and we're just kind of taking it all in, relaxing, letting everything calm down, and man, they just kept pouring out. And next thing you know, we got a big group of them fighting within 50 yards of us, and more longbeards are still popping up out of the creek bottom. It was nuts. This was always the big draw for us heading out there and hunting with Todd over the years. Man, it's just beautiful country. You know, it's being from the Midwest, you know, you don't see the red dirt like that all the time, and the amount of turkeys and you know, those Rios out there, they're just so much fun.
That's a fun thing about hunting out here with Todd. He doesn't need to babysit you. He'll take you, show you a property, just kind of give you the boundaries and just turn you loose. That's one thing over the years that JR and I coming out here and hunting, that's been a pretty cool deal for us to just come out here and stretch our legs and hunt like we want to. Come on, JR. Let's go get us some breakfast.
Can't thank Todd enough for the invite out, and hope to get back there sometime real soon.
Oh my gosh. Is Uncle Daniel the silliest? You want to do? Okay, wait, let it. Come here, Annabelle. You can go next. Come here.
I'd always grown up feeling like it was a privilege to get to do that, an honor to get to do that, and I felt like it was something I should do if I was able, and I decided to join the United States Army. I come from Pomona Park, Florida. I grew up, spent most of my time hunting and fishing. It was just a really big thing inside of my family. I never watched cartoons on Saturday mornings, I always watched hunting shows. I grew up on a cattle ranch, and it gave me a lot of opportunities to learn about it. I had some uncles and a lot of family friends that kind of mentored me along the way, taught me how to do the things. Seems a lot different than it is nowadays. I would just leave on my bike with a tackle box on one handle and fishing poles in the other, and head down the road to the lake and talk to neighbors, and they'd let you fish on their docks or anything like that. And just spent all my summers out there getting sunburned and catching fish. So as I was getting close to graduating high school, started kind of looking and thinking about what I was going to do with the rest of my life. I looked at a lot of the veterans in my family, especially my grandfather, who I'd always respected and looked up to, and just kind of started, I'd always grown up feeling like it was a privilege to get to do that, an honor to get to do that, and I felt like it was something I should do if I was able, and I decided to join the United States Army. It's kind of a crazy step where one day you're a kid in high school and 4 days later you're in the Army. It's a big adjustment in life, especially the first part of the Army is a really big adjustment in life. But it kind of instantly starts instilling responsibility and a lot of positive traits into you. You know, went through all my initial training there at Fort Benning, went to airborne school. I was in the Army for 12 years. Did 4 combat deployments between Iraq and Afghanistan. First time I went to Iraq wasn't a terrible deployment. It was again, I was just a kid back then. It was a lot of growing up really fast, making a lot of really good friends. That's the other hard part is when you lose some of those friends on trips. And it's kind of things you didn't learn until later on. You know, it's how precious life is and how much, you know, every single person means. Because in the blink of an eye, they're gone. And being a leader in the Army, you're taught to be responsible for, you know, not just all the equipment, but all the people under you. And one really hard thing is when you lose people that are underneath you that worked for you and that relied on you for everything, and just they trusted you, and there's just nothing you can do to help them. It's a hard feeling. It's a thing that sticks with you for a long time. So in my time in the Army, it definitely wasn't all bad. I mean, there was a lot of good stuff. You know, there's the friends you make, you know, getting selected for promotion, graduating Ranger School, a lot of, you know, proud moments and strong moments. There's a lot of hard ones too that you just don't. There's no training or school that gets you ready for. It's part of it. You lose friends. You lose guys that work for you, and you know, they drive responsibility into you, and you just feel like a failure. And you know, when you lose a guy that works for you, there's no excuse for it in your mind, because you're always told there's no excuse for anything. And it's a thing that's really hard to talk about. You bottle it up for a long time, and when you do that, it just cooks inside you, eats away at you, and you forget who you are. It's really hard, and you lose ways to connect with people, and you start locking yourself away, and you just isolate yourself off in a corner. You don't want to be around people, and what you need is ways to talk and to get it out, because if you don't get it out, it's going to come out one way or another. I met Dave Hintosh when I got invited to go on a moose hunt up in Maine, and which to me was unreal. And first, just get called up to go on a moose hunt. I never thought it was something I'd ever get a chance to go after. And got up there, and it was really cool because a couple of guys I'd served in combat were there. Tom Grove was up there, John Falkenberry. It was nice to, you know, see those guys and everybody after the fact doing good. But I also got to know Dave really well, who's over the years since then has become a great friend, good person, great guide, all around. Done a lot for me in my life. You know, since that first opportunity to go on that moose hunt, just building a relationship with Dave. I mean, like my wife got pregnant, Dave's one of the guys I told. You know, it's not just some guy that, you know, you go hunting with. It's like I say, it's relationships and friendships that mean something to you. And I say, as everything I've been doing, Veterans of the Field, fishing trips, hunting trips, bringing all these veterans from different branches, different eras, different conflict. I mean, Korea, Vietnam, GWAT, bringing all those people together. And granted, every war is different, but there's certain shared struggles throughout those. And I was really fortunate this year. Dave gave me a call, and he's like, "Hey, are you still short of Miriam's on your Grand Slam?" I was like, "Yep, for the last 15, 18 years, it's, you know, maybe one day." And he's like, what are you doing next month?" And well, nothing. And worked this out, and here I am in New Mexico. So flew in, met up with Mossy Oak guys, hopped in a rental and headed straight down to the ranch. Beautiful, beautiful place. As soon as you get in there, you start seeing animals everywhere, antelope. Get to the cabin, and it was probably 45 minutes later, we were dressed up, ready to go, and headed out to look for turkeys. I spent the first afternoon kind of doing some scouting, a lot of riding, a lot of looking, trying to get a lay of the land, trying to figure out where the birds were at. Then that evening, right about dark, we went out to a spot to try and roost some birds. One of the guys let out a coyote call, and he answered right back. And then we kind of had a pretty good idea where to start the next morning.
Boom, straight up through there.
We got in here, ended up getting on the bird a little closer than we thought. It was still dark, and he's gobbling his head off already on the tree, and then we just kind of backed up a little bit and found us a good spot to set up. We had a hen fly right over top of us, a bunch of hens talking. He was gobbling his head off, and he got just on the other side of this little group of cedars. We just kind of picked this one patch, and he flew down the one next to us. And they did a little morning feed around. He gobbled a whole bunch of times, and then he started his trek for the day. So we just got to try and get ahead of him.
And that's another thing I learned about these Merriams is once they decide which way they're going to go, they're leaving and they ain't coming back. So after we got back in and had a lunch, Mr. Tom Asbo from Veterans of Field looked at the situation and from everything he knows about this land and being on it several years, figured the best thing we could do was try to get back on that same bird from the morning hunt. And we're going to try and get in there and get between him and his roost and just see what we can get on.
Well, it's the end of the first day. We started out not far from here. This is a pretty hot roosting area. Got set up. We're pretty ready to get after it. We're hoping we can catch them, or at least hear where they roost tonight, and have a good setup for in the morning if this doesn't work out. So, wish us luck.
So once we got into where we had set up on that bird that morning, we kind of looked at that line of brush that was in our way that morning, and we made sure we set up on the other side of it. And it was just a perfect, beautiful little meadow. I mean, we had a good plan in place. We looked at this the best way to do it. And we got set down, got settled, got the decoy out. And right about 6 o'clock, a little after, thought I heard a gobble. Wasn't real sure. A couple minutes later, sounded off again. And now he's coming in, and he's coming fast from directly behind us. It was just the way the light was coming in, just that fan comes rolling in. This bird was at a strut from the first time I saw him all the way through. And he's sitting there and just strutting and drumming back and forth. It was gorgeous. I mean, the sun was setting off that way, and it was just coming in behind him. It's just those moments where it's just, it just looks so incredible just to watch him and hear him and see him interacting with him. And so he puts on a show anyway for a while. Seemed like it was 25, 30 minutes, but it was probably about a minute. And he finally, turned and just kept back and forth, and finally made his way in, and I was able to close it on my Grand Slam.
Oh.
Oh man, oh man. Just being able to enjoy it and watch them, and I mean, they're gorgeous animals. Just being able to watch them out there strutting around, the sun hitting them, how pretty and iridescent and reflective they are. And it's just always been a spot where I came back to, whether it's early on, midlife, now. It's a spot where no matter how, if I was having tough times, I could always go and it was just peaceful. This means a lot to me. It's I don't think Veterans of Field, and we're getting me out here to New Mexico for this. This is For me, this is finishes my grand slam. I've been waiting to get a Merriam's for years now, and this finally let me do it, let me complete it. And just Veterans Appeal for getting me out here in Mossy Oak, and just all the help and the patience and the hours put in. It definitely was not a quick or an easy hunt. Started yesterday afternoon, and here we are this afternoon, but that seems like 24 hours, but there's a lot of miles that go into that, and a lot of time and a lot of work. And I'm just thankful for the people that were grateful for the people that put me in this position. Just any troubles, any worries, you just gotta kind of let them fade away and just enjoy where you're at in that moment. Being in the woods, being on the water, just outdoors, enjoying it's always been a place that I come back to.
To Sergeant First Class Matthew Davis, thank you for your service. Everyone at Mossy Oak is honored to know you. Almost through week 9, right in the middle. So you know what comes next. The 10 Commandments, this is number 9. And it's thou shalt share their vocation. By meaning that's your job. A lot of turkey hunters, boy, that becomes their job. And what I mean by this is, it's hard for some people to share. I ain't talking about sharing your spot or dropping a pin. You gotta teach people. And when I think about teaching people, I think of neophytes. I wrote a chapter, God Bless the Neophytes, in one of my books, which is a newcomer, somebody that doesn't know how to do it. You got to share stuff with it. And what happens when you share stuff and go to teach people, the funniest stories, the best lines, they all come from neophytes, people that had never done it before. Like, I gave this guy a whole lesson one night. We studied for a couple of hours, and he was like, how do you do this? How do you do that? Wanted to hear me call. He was just so fascinated. He couldn't sleep. He was excited. Had never big hunt, never been turkey hunting. So the next morning we get up, and he's dressed, and he's like, I got my head net, I got my gloves and all that. So we go out to a power line. I think we're in Alabama, and we're sitting there, and I'm explaining to him about being turkey quiet and all that kind of stuff. And he's just fired up. Well, I ease up a few steps, and I owl hoot really loud, whoa, whoa, with my voice. And boy, he walks up and grabs me and said, hey, I thought we were hunting turkeys. I was like, we are hunting turkeys. Those one-liners from people that don't know are some of the best story fodder you'll ever get. So remember, thou shalt share their vocation. Now, back to the show.
Me and Cole, we're at our Tennessee farm, and this morning, perfect. We come in, set up right there at the entrance, shut the side-by-side off. Listen, we had 3 gobble. We come down, we got a trail that we cut out to be able to get back off this ridge right here to circle all the way around the property. And man, it's couldn't ask for a better script. We come down the logging road, and all of a sudden he hit it up again, and we probably were 150 yards from him. So we went on, put a hen out in the lane, and got set up. And then all of a sudden we had the 1 gobble behind us. We must have walked by him coming in. Hen lit up. She started on roost, and literally she was probably 25 yards from us. And I thought, oh man, it's fixing to get bad quick. And we heard her pitch, gobbler in front of us, still gobbling. All of a sudden we didn't hear nothing. We were paying attention to the one that was behind us. And then Cole's like, there he is. So we look up, he can see him, I can't. Got a tree in front of me, so I had to move the camera and lean out to be able to get him. And then when I could see him, he couldn't. So then he come back across, and I had to move the camera completely for a different angle. And I said, I got him, and he hammered him, and that's the rest of it. I mean, no flop, great bird.
He got greased.
Yeah, it was a good one. About a 10-inch beard, pretty, blown up, ready to go. The only thing this morning that could have been any better is if we both would have had thermos cells this morning.
Oh, the mosquitoes were terrible.
Ate up. I mean, it was almost horrific trying to film and swat to stay still with it. Congratulations on a great bird.
Thank you.
Like I said, man, I love it when we get to hunt together and make memories. Like I said, last weekend was epic as well, and here we are another morning. Let's get this bird checked in. Let's see if we can't move to the other side and see if we can't get me on one. I know we got 2 or 3 over a gobbler. See if his knees get rolling.
Hi, I'm Jason Hart with Mossy Oak. We are here in South Florida. We got lucky. We ended up harvesting some nice Osceola wild turkeys, and I'm gonna go over how to clean a turkey. Basically, we're gonna take the trophy parts off this turkey, the tail, the spurs, the beard, as well as the breast meat and the leg meat from this bird. We're not gonna mount this bird, but I'm gonna do a nice fan for the wall, display the beard and spurs with it. As well as for the meat, we're gonna use the breast as well as the legs. So, all right, so the first thing I do on a bird is I like to take the beard off. You can either cut it off or twist it off. Now I like twisting it off. You reach at the base and you pull it off, and it takes all the skin off of it. I do like to coat the beard with a little bit of borax, but that's the first step right there. Then I'll take the legs. And basically how you take a turkey's legs off, and what I'll do is I will make a ring around about 3/4 of the leg at the top. Then I'll take that leg and break it like that. Real easy. One little cut of the knife, and there you've got a leg to preserve. Now, you can use borax on the tip of it and dry it out, dip it in borax, or you can cut this off to utilize the just the spur section. Next up, I get the tail fan. And if you feel at the base of a tail fan, a lot of people ask me how to cut that tail fan off. I get on the edge of the tail fan, and I feel the far feathers, the quills, and the base of the quills are like 2 knots. So I'll start my incision on one side and then go to the other. And then usually in the center of the tail fan, you might have to cut through a little bone. But it's as simple as coming apart like that. And there you've got the tail fan. And then what I'll do is when I'm in the field like I am now, I'll cut as many of the feathers off the backside and as much as the feathers, skin, and fat. Because the more you cut off now, the less you'll have to cut off when you're preparing. So you want to leave a little bit of meat on there, but not too much for when you're preparing a tail fan. So there you go, you can see the backside. I'll still take a knife and try to trim a little bit more. And you can also take like a wire brush to knock that down, but that's basically what the backside of the tail fan looks like. So what I'll do is a lot of times I won't get to, if I'm busy, I won't have the opportunity to dry my tail fan immediately. I'll have it in the freezer. So what I like to do is I take a plastic bag. The gallon size works really well for the breast, for the legs, for the beard and the spurs. And I'll keep it in there, and I'll mark it with the date and the state I was hunting in. So at the end of the season, I can know which tail fans and which beard and spurs have. And if I have a tag, which you don't, in the state of Florida where we are, you don't need to tag your birds, but I'll keep the tag with that and or the breast meat. So next up, I'll breast the bird. Breast meat is without a doubt my favorite meat. It's a white meat. And what you do to breast the bird is you'll feel, if you put the bird on its back, you will feel a bone. That's the tip of the breastbone right here. And I like to start my incision there. I'll just spread the feathers a little bit and start a small incision right there. And what I'll do is I will get my fingers in that incision and I'll just pull and peel. Pull and peel. And a lot of times I'll pop the legs out of the joint down there, which makes it a little bit easier. Now you can see this bird, a couple of the pellets got in the breast right here, but I'll cut that out to make sure that when you're eating the bird, you don't get the pellets in your teeth. But you'll just cut a little section of any piece that's shot up. And then here at the breastbone that you can see, this is the top bony. I start by cutting around the edge of that, and then I'll just follow the breastplate down with my knife as close to the bone as I can possibly get. And I'll just cut down. The piece on the inside, a lot of people like to refer to as the tenderloin, is one of two pieces of the breast meat. And again, I'll cut as much meat as I can off the breastbone, and there you go. There's the tenderloin piece. And again, I try to cut as much meat as I can off the breastbone. And then you'll see here, this is the crop. This is where the turkey, in its digestive process, stores food. I try not to cut that, but sometimes you can cut it up to see what your turkeys have been eating locally. So you can see this one's crop is swelling up. And again, I'll cut as much of the breast meat as I can and try to leave as much yellow fat as I can. I'm gonna need to cut up a little bit when I prepare it, but basically this is the piece of breast meat with a couple pellets in there. But again, before I prepare it, I like to run a metal detector over top of it so I can see in case if there's any. But you can see there the breast meat fits nicely inside the Ziploc bags. So next up, I spin the bird to the other side. And again, I follow the breastbone as far down as I can. Get the tenderloin out. Put it in with my other meat in a gallon Ziploc bag. Try to get as much of the breast meat as I can. And again, with TSS, there's so many pellets, you will occasionally get pellets in the breast meat, which again, I like to, before I prepare it, I'll clean all of the, any of the bloody parts off of it. And I like to run a metal detector just to keep your teeth good while you're eating. So next up are the legs. So the legs are a little trickier to get out than the breast meat. But what I'll do is skin as much as I can as far as the skin off the legs. And I like to push it down, and you'll see where the joint pops out. And then I cut as much meat from around that joint as possible. And on the legs, it's a little more cutting than it is to remove the breast as far as the skin's concerned. And the trick on cooking these legs is doing it low and slow. So I try to take as many feathers off of it as I can. And again, you can pull more of them off when you're preparing, but and here's what the leg looks like after you've gotten most of it off. Again, I'll clean some of these feathers off. There we go. It's a little bit nicer cleaned up right here. And you can do all this on the back of a tailgate. It's just really helpful when you've got a nice water supply like this little skinning area we have here. Here you can see where the leg joint connects to the body. You pop that out, and then I use that as my guide to cut as much meat around there as I can. And there you go. Here's the second leg removed. And again, we try to pull as many feathers off of it as we can, wash it, and again, you can put that in the freezer and take it out and finish cleaning again when it's time for preparation. And there you go, we have finished cleaning the bird. We have 2 turkey legs, 2 sides of turkey breast, a beard, and a tail fan. So we've utilized a lot off this turkey. Sometimes you can use the heart, the gizzard if you like. Personally, I don't. But basically, that's the main things you need to know to clean a wild turkey. This way, down there on the far right. Too close together.
The only thing more busted in my back is my Crocs. Mary's in Australia, so now eating is a means of survival, like gas station tater tots with cheese. One for me, one for you. Don't tell Mary. Holy South Dakota, you're a windy place. Well, we're an hour and a half from Rapid City. We're picking up Kyle and Birch. They're not gonna know what to do with this weather. They're not gonna know what to do at all. But we're gonna pick them up. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna sleep 4 dudes and a dog in the RV. And then we're gonna start making tracks further west tomorrow. Montana, here we come. Hope them boys don't miss. Florida people can't shoot. 1,257 miles later, we in Rapid City. There they are.
Montana. Hey, going to Montana, you're in the right spot.
I drove 1,200 miles to pick these boys up. Here's my plan. I'm gonna do this rig. I'm gonna take this rig to Walmart. We're gonna figure out the sleeping arrangements, however it works, buy what we need. We're gonna sleep. In the morning, we're gonna wake up, and it's just about 2 hours to where we wanna hunt. We'll start hunting afternoon. Okay. Going to bed now. Every good turkey hunt in Montana starts and ends here at the Stoneville Saloon. So this is the starting portion. We're about to go, and then we might end here too. So we'll see how the hunt goes. We knocked on a door, got permission from one of the fine ranchers in Montana. Kyle's changed his boots and stepped in some turkey poo. So I think we're in the right place. It looks like a good one. Looks like where that H brace is, it drops down. We'll get where we need.
need them and go to them, I guess.
We made it 200 yards from the truck and we spotted our first longbeard, so the boys are getting in position. I'm gonna crawl up here and see if I can't get eyes on. We'll see.
Sounded close to him. Out front, out front, out front. Strutter, out front. There's a strutter to my left too. Get on that one. And Carl just hammered his first Miriam turkey. It's more better. Is there another one? Dude, I had this limb right here, like, dude, perfect. I'm like, good shot, dude. Turkey was, what do we see, three different ones? Yeah. One was this way, one was this way, and one was this way. He came in, left, and then came back.
That's beautiful, man. Holy cow.
I told you Montana's got them white tips. Look at this. Like snow white. That's a pretty turkey. That's Miriam's hunting right there.
That is pretty.
They're vocal, and there's a bunch of them. And there's more. And now I think we need to probably go kill one for Birch. We not sucked that time. You see how his gun went bang?
The first one was the Mr. Fox? Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Foxy.
Oh.
Well, that's a good one for it. Montana, evening one. Kyle, 1. Zach, 0. Birch, 0. Wait just a minute.
That's gonna change real soon.
Oh, let's go check where these are. One just flew up right there. Just right here. Let's go to the truck.
Day 1, Montana. Kyle killed a turkey. We found a bunch of turkeys for the morning. Now I'm cooking a 9:30 meal. Fine cuisine. Pretty great day. Great day. Great day. Do it again tomorrow. They were pretty excited about the morning because we heard, how many turkeys did we heard gobble? Enough that I'm not going to see. I know, probably. There's a big valley where we're hunting. I think I probably heard, I'd say there's 15 different ones. Yeah. I'm about to keep us busy tomorrow.
Morning number 1, Montana. We're a little bit late, and I hear them gobbling already. There they are. We gotta go. We gotta go.
That was interesting. I thought the coyotes were gonna mess that up. I had the decoy like lined up with him. Let's go. I should have let him get to the decoy. I didn't want him to. I couldn't wait no longer. I was so cold, man. I didn't want him to see me shaking. Golly, you made him look like there was a pillow fight there. That's what happens when you shoot him in full strength. Everybody need a pillow? Glad that we got that off the board. Montana Merriams are known for their beautiful fan. Birch ruined this one. Montana, I love you. It's just like the best place in the world. Sleep on the property, walk here, kill turkey, repeat.
How about whoever loses if somebody loses, first one to lose goes and gets it.
I didn't really think about that. I think I won.
No, you didn't, because no.
I got scissors, so I killed you, but you wrapped him.
Yeah.
I killed him before you killed me, though. Go get the truck. What's it like to kill turkey in Montana?
Felt good. Felt real good.
I haven't done it in quite some time. I didn't even kill one here last year.
No.
I let everybody else on. I'm a very giving young man.
You're just a great guy.
One gobbled in that bottom. I just heard hen yelps. So. They're probably still, it's early, they're probably still grouped up. I might have to just get down here and sit for a minute. Be patient. Not as vocal this morning as sometimes. They gotta do their thing for a minute. Don't gobble that many times that close. Come on. One just gobbled right there. Let's go gather him. See where that one's gobbling in the bottom. Montana tag. Let him come to the decoy.
Bro, can you let him finish gobbling?
Gosh, I'm
happy for you, but the rating scale goes down because you didn't let him come into the decoy. He wasn't getting any closer. That's what mine was. Yours was walking to you. And I shot him mid-gobble. That gets style points. Yeah, boy. Birch, look. I want you to look one more time. Okay, we get it. Look how pretty it is. So, I'd like to thank the fine ranchers of Montana, specifically my friend Alex. He was my friend first, so don't even try to find him. And I'd like to thank my friends for being here with me and not screwing it up. And this turkey for doing really good. That was a lot of fun. Hey, he wouldn't come to the decoy, guys. That's all different.
That's what you come to Montana for. So, the Montana portion of the trip with Kyle and Birch is over now. We're hooking up the RV and we're going on down the road. I think we're going to go ahead and get a preview of what's going on in Wyoming in the Old West Invitational next week.
Poor decoy.
My dad got me started, I guess when I was around 8. Used to see my dad coming home with some deer and stuff like that, and then he got me a 410 22 over under, and I used to take my dogs out and go out, just spend all weekend out there in the woods, just come back at night to go to sleep and get something to eat and head back out the next morning. Yeah, I've taken a couple fall turkeys. This was the first time, and the first time ever spending more than a couple hours in Texas, and it's wonderful. Sometimes getting around on them crutches, having to go for a long walk, like through a long parking lot or something on a hot day, it'll kill you. Sweat just starts boiling out all over the place. But out here, it's a totally different place. It's not work. You're just out here having a good time, and you got time to go set up. It's a lot better environment. That first morning we came out, and there was about four turkeys I think we saw up in that tree, and we were sitting there, and when the sunlight came through, we could see a couple of them up in there, and he turned just right. I could see the spurs. And they jumped down, and it was just wings flapping all over the place, and we weren't but 100, 150 yards away from them, maybe. There's like 6 up there. They started closing in, and I couldn't see any of them. I guess one on the far left caught a glimpse of us and ran across the whole crowd and took them off into the trees. I don't know what exactly happened. Then the weather started getting a little bit rougher, so we came in for a little while.
We went out on the back porch, and there was a double rainbow. And I'm an old retired Cobra pilot, and we are superstitious as they come. Now, I looked at that and said that had to be a good sign.
We had a little bit of bad weather, but good Lord let a few breaks in, and we got out there and had a chance to take turkey.
He's fired up. He's ready to go. I don't think there was a doctor in that hospital who was going to keep him from going.
Let's try this more area up here. Good oak stand. We've always had a lot of good luck up here. I know we didn't have any luck back here on the oaks, but fog's starting to burn off this morning, so we're going to see what we can do.
Whenever we went in and got set up, the turkey was gobbling with us and talking with us. I hear him. He's getting closer. We heard a hen on the other side of that thicket, and we thought she was just gonna ruin it all for us. She was gonna run off with her tom. We were expecting to come around the right side of that thicket, and then all of a sudden he gave a little gobble before he came out the left side, and I had time to reposition. I had to switch hands a little bit. Didn't have time to position my whole body, but I had time to move the gun.
All right. You got it. All right. Let me get you guys. Let me get your purchase in, huh?
Looked like he was about to turn off and head back behind the thicket towards that hen, and we went ahead and put him down then.
Excellent bird. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. Let's get this back and show the colonel and cuz what I caught, what I got today.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
Well, I'm sure I'll be heading out into the woods a lot more often during the spring. Just between having more time to do it and now experiencing it, it's just gonna increase that drive.
To 100, I don't think I lose my enthusiasm. Things, when you're a kid, they imprint on you. I don't know why. I mean, I grew up on a farm, and then, you know, here comes along my hero, my dad, and he's the master woodsman. But there's something that was just so overwhelming, my very first experience with the wild turkey. And the sound of a gobble ringing across that, you know, the bottomland hardwoods of the Alabama River swamp. It's such a shock and awe when you love nature that much. I had no idea what to expect. And then you lay your hands on one and every color in the rainbow coming off of them. I mean, it's just like one of those things. It's like, bam, I'm touched for life. If you do it for long enough, you'll learn and let life teach you. It's not shooting one that's what I love the most. It is not. It is just having them. It is just hearing them and seeing them. But there's something almost intangible about how special that particular animal is to me and now to our whole family. I'm not so sure part of all the gifts that we've been bestowed through Mossy Oak have a lot to do with that. It's definitely the center of the bullseye for the brand and for our life outdoors. I'm Toxie Hayes, and I'm a turkey hunter.
Alright guys, it is March 13th. We're getting ready to head down to Orlando, Florida for the Central Zone opener this weekend. Looking like it should be a great weekend, great weather. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we'll be getting down there tonight. It'll probably be nighttime by the time we get down there, but hopefully by tomorrow morning we'll be able to get on a couple and see if we can get some good video, and hopefully we can call a couple in and see what we can do. Sounds good. We got the van all loaded up. Gotta get down to the airport a little bit early to check in the gun through TSA. Just get everything checked in. Takes a little bit of time. Should be good. Well guys, we're here at the airport now. In the parking lot. I have all the bags here, getting ready, waiting for the bus to take us up to the terminal to get everything checked in. Alright guys, it's about 7:44. We just made it down here to the property that we can listen on a little bit here. Trying to locate one. Had a good trip down, got all of our bags, everything's here. Yeah, it's a nice evening. Hopefully we can get some ears on one and do some videoing in the morning. Yeah, get one on one in the morning. It's opening morning. I don't know if you can see me too well. It's about an hour before they start gobbling. Yesterday we had one roosted over here to our left, about 100 yards or so. And I believe there's two of them to our right. I don't know how far they were away. We have about two to our right, and I think we have one to our left right here. We were able to slip down here last night, get a nice sit up here, and get the blind set up. So me and Dad are in here this morning. It's a nice clear morning, so they should be gobbling. I have to give them about a half an hour, about 45 minutes, and they should start up soon.